is nothing quite like the smell of comics first thing in the morning or any time of the day, and when you can surf the internet and put on your comic book cologne of choice, even better. Now, just like good old Henry Cooper back in the day, you can comic book brute out with some of the best of British comic book quirky cool, thanks to comic book creator, writer Douglas Noble. With a guest artist arrangement of artistic talent, serving up a palette of Andy Warhol-like pencils and dark told tale tones of Edgar Allan Poe, blended together that stay with you, brute like comic book cologne, long after sampling. And there's no easier way to get your attraction to the read 'em and weep horror and sci-fi strip style than online at Douglas Noble's very own View to a Thrill site, Strip for Me. Get your peepers on all his readers and keepers and a good deal more. Go on, knock yourself out and splash the comic cool goodness all over. There's even quite appropriately a title called A Scent of Terror. Two titles this reviewer checked out here though are I Claim the Soul of All the Dead, firstly, which is a deliciously dark take, bizarrely enough itself connected to a story of comic book creation. A comic book collector bids online to procure an unfinished page from an unknown comic book creator, an urban comic book collector no less. He wins and is thrilled when he receives the page and contacts the seller to thank him, but also inquires further about any other work by the same creator that he may have or know about. It is then that the true horror of creative license plays out and the buyer gets more than he could wish for. A very creative tale indeed here, and this title of I Claim the Souls of All the Dead tickles your corneas with terror. A neat tale and well told twist of terror, delivering a recommended 8 out of 10 look and read grand guignol of goodness. Next up, comic book groovy grail of ghoul read direct from computer screen to retinal review is the tale of Our Rebel Skin, a creepy slice of sci-fi narrated from pen to page by Douglas Noble and drawn to an artistic T by the talented Sean Azzopardi, in a deliciously dark throwback to the 50s decent old EC horror style of comic book creativity for both older readers and collectors alike to revel in, nostalgic throwback and newer daring readers and comic book fans to delight in. A tale of an untethered in space astronaut picked up by an alien craft, a zoo ship that collects species from across the universe, breeding them for food. A scavenger king who leads with fear and a plague that permeates the poor creatures kept against their will, locked up in cell pens on board the craft, alone as a human, scavenging to survive this fallen from Earth astronaut, to stay something other than human to live, must transform, and in so doing becomes the thing of nightmares that keep children hidden beneath their bed covers long after this terror tale be told unto them. Another terrific little tale of terror, also deserving of an 8 out of 10 ghoulish garnish of honouring gold star for storytelling and art. Get your ghoul-seeking grind on and grab some online horror highs for yourselves over at the Strip For Me site right now. The place where comic book cool is ghoulishly good. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.